Next up for your viewing pleasure, we have the Billabong Grove. It's in the $50,000 to $65,000 category, and it's a little ripper. And it's just over here. Come on. So Laura, what do you think of the Billabong?
Well, it's a pretty nice little van.
Okay.
It's in that sort of the lower end of the price categories that we're looking at today, the $50,000 to $65,000 vans.
Okay.
So it's about 18'6" internal, which makes it the smallest of that category that we have on test.
Okay, but it's still got a bit of height to it, hasn't it?
It does, it does. It's got a big step up here, but it's also a pretty reasonable height inside as well.
Yeah, that is a big step, isn't it? Oh, gee, I tell you what, if you've loaded with staff...
Yeah, you'd probably find you could get some sort of fold-out step there to...
Or a milk crate.
Maybe, yes. But yeah, I mean, you can see inside it's got some big splashes of colour, which make a nice change for those who are into that sort of thing from the old timber look.
It's got a real designer feel too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely got that wow factor. You step inside and it's pretty different to most of the other internals you see.
And it's got all the gear, so we've got like a separate toilet and shower, so it's running all the stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. It's pretty much got everything you need to get out on the road. It's got the full bathroom, it's got a cooktop and grill, no oven, reasonable sized fridge, leatherette upholstery, so yeah, all the bells and whistles.
So Mel, this van, very light inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really a reflection of the way caravans have gone recently too, isn't it?
Yeah. Manufacturers these days have a good selection of windows that they can use. Most of them actually come from Europe.
Okay.
They're all double glazed, acrylic, quite
Yep.
simple to use, and they have some really excellent inbuilt features,
Okay.
which we can do.
Let's do them.
Let's do it.
We're here.
They come with a insect screen
Yep.
for by day, an inbuilt blind which you can use by night. You can see it has a reflector on it for the heat,
Yep.
and they open and close really easily.
Wow. And they're a standard size too, so if there's any problems,
yeah, that's right.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
all the local manufacturers use as you say, a series of standard sizes. So if you break them, they're easily replaced.
So Phil, this is probably the shortest of the vans that we're looking at this year.
Yes, absolutely.
Still a twin axle.
It is. It's on at the borderline, the cusp of single axle versus tandem axle. You know, you see that change point about the 18 to 20 foot size.
Yep.
So, but it's obviously, well, in my opinion, I think it offers better stability with the twin axle. Obviously, better payload too. You can carry more.
Yeah. Because well, how does it work, Phil? Look, you've got a recommended weight of the van. They can't recommend how much you can carry in it, can they? They can't estimate how much you individually would store in it.
Well, there's obviously the legal limits that
Yep.
you can carry, and that's basically, in this case, 400 kilogram payload that you can carry on board.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and that's sort of typical for a tandem axle, that you have 400 kilos and you have 300 kilos for the single axle.
All of these vans are they're top notch. They really are. So you're looking for the cream of the cream.
Yeah, and when we are sort of choosing our winners and which one we prefer within each category, we really are, starting to nitpick, because these are the creme de la creme. I mean, the Billabong Grove 186 is a case in point. This really is, I mean, however you look at it, it's a lovely van. There's a lot going for it. Some people will step in and they'll be immediately struck by the interior. You've got the reds, the browns and the whites. It's very modern, it's very designery, if you like.
Yeah, you bet.
But
look
yet-
at that splashback. It's just a, you know, it's a beautiful piece of kitchen. You know, like it's like a real kitchen. isn't it?
It really grabs your eye, and when you compare that to other designs that are out there at the moment, you know, there are a lot of sort of darker timber tones, what they call the stick furniture. You know, heavy timber tones, and that's great for some. Some people love that traditional look, but other people are after something with more of a modern flair, and I think that's what the Billabong Grove has in spades.